Did you see what I did? Were you watching as I went up to the altar? I took the copy of the Word that's always left open on our altar, and I just placed it over on the Holy Supper altar, closed. I'm going to put it back, but I want to read something to you from the book of Revelation, because perhaps you had a feeling when you saw that happening. Think about the way John was feeling when he saw something sort of the same. I saw in the right hand of him a scroll written on the inside and the back. Now, a scroll is a kind of book. There's a scroll right here on this little stand. He was holding a scroll, and I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, "Who is worthy to open the book and to loose its seals?" You see the black part on the scroll are the seals that keep it closed. No one in heaven, nor on the earth, nor under the earth, was able to open the scroll and to look at it. I wept much, because no one was found worthy to open the scroll or to look at it. But the elders said to me, "Do not weep. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Root of David, has prevailed and will open the scroll and loose its seals." Amen. It could have shocked you to see the copy of the Word from the altar removed and put somewhere else, because we have such deep feelings about the things that we experience in church, and those are good feelings. And the copy of the Word on the altar opened stands for something really important to us. It stands for the Lord being with us, the Lord guiding and helping us, the Lord opening up the things of heaven so that we can see how to love the Lord and how much the Lord loves us. So the idea of there being no book, an empty altar, the Lord gone, it could feel that way. We know it's a book. But these things, when we year after year go to church and see the same things, they come to really give us a feeling of comfort. John saw a book, and it stood for all the things the Lord has done for His church, for His people. He was in heaven, and he was seeing wonderful things. The Lord was talking to him and telling him about the churches that are following Him and how each one of them has to make changes to do better. And then there was this book, a scroll, because that's the kind of books they had mainly, were scrolls like this. And he saw the scroll, and it was sealed up. It's closed. So this is a roll of paper. You can tell that that's what it is, right? It's a roll of paper, and it's sealed with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seals. There's wax on there. And that's the way they used to seal things. They'd use a special kind of wax, and they'd close up a book. And now I could give this book to somebody to take it somewhere to deliver a message, and it would stay closed, and the things inside would only be opened up and seen by the person that's meant to receive the scroll or the message. And nobody was found able to open up the scroll. And so what did John do? Anybody remember what he did? How did he feel? What did he do? You remember? Yeah, he cried. It was so important for him. He loved the Lord so much. He wanted the Lord's message to be received by His people. He wanted everyone to know the Lord loves you. He's come into the world that you can find heaven, that He can find you and save you and be your God. Know this message about the Lord's love. Here's the message. And nobody was able to open the message. How sad would that be? How sad would it be if somebody that you love was far, far away, for example, and you missed them so much? Perhaps they were away at doing a job that was dangerous. Perhaps they were a soldier far, far away. Perhaps it's your mother or your father or brother or sister. And they're far, far away, and their life might be in danger. They might not make it home. And they send you a message saying, "I'm doing fine." And imagine if that message came to you and you weren't able to open it, and you don't know what the message is. Is my husband okay? I can't tell. I can't open this. Is my wife doing all right? I don't know. Is my baby all right? Imagine I had a message for you about somebody that you love that was so important to you, and yet you couldn't open it. You couldn't figure out what the message was. You think you might cry? Yeah, it'd be really sad that you couldn't find out what happened. Well, the message of this is a message of the Lord telling people, I'm going to give you everything you need to come to heaven. It's been difficult. People have closed up the message about coming to heaven, and I'm going to open it up for you. John wept because he didn't know how the rest of the story was going to go, but we do. The 7 scrolls were opened. We'll talk about that at another time. Now I'm going to replace the book on the altar, and I'm going to open it. I want you to think about it representing the Lord has a message of love for you. He wants you to know how to come into heaven, how to love Him and one another. That is an open book the Lord's given to His church.